Hey everyone, it's Melissa Hawkins, and I'm coming to you with another segment of Melly Talks. And today we're going to talk about arguments with your significant other, how to work through them. Now, I have three rules of thumb when it comes to arguments. First rule is effective communication. Now, there's a difference between communicating and effectively communicating. Effective communication looks like, I don't like when you do A, it makes me feel like B. Or when you do A, I do B because blah, blah, blah. When you communicate and some would call it a discussion, some would call it an argument, whatever you want to call it, a disagreement, whatever. When you are effectively communicating and working as a team, you get very far. You have a long lasting relationship, you have a very healthy relationship, and there's no room to be toxic. There's no room to be spiteful, and there's no room for miscommunication or misunderstanding if you effectively communicate. Now, when you're talking at each other or speaking with the sole purpose of hurting your partner, you know what I'm saying. When you are saying things that you know is going to hit that nerve, make them feel a certain type of way, or maybe even make them feel the way that you feel. I promise you, hurting your significant other in the long run hurts you. Because one thing is, once you say certain words, you cannot take them back. Once you put it out there in the atmosphere, you cannot say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. So here comes my second rule of thumb. Do not speak out of anger and do not speak out of hate. If you are very heated and you see that communication isn't going very far, we're not really going anywhere, it is time to walk away from the argument, discussion, or disagreement. It is absolutely time to walk away. Because like I said, words cannot be taken back. And you may say something that you wholeheartedly regret in a few days, because you took it too far. And I'm not perfect, ladies, so I will say we've all been there, arguing with our boyfriend, significant other, and then maybe that following night you're reading the text messages like, I may have done a little too much. I didn't need to say that. I didn't need to tell him that his mama bald headed and that's why his daddy ain't there. You know what I'm saying? I never said that, but I'm just using it as an example. Okay. Do not say something that, you can't take back. You can't take back because ultimately it's embarrassing. Especially if you as a couple get over that hurdle. It's a little embarrassing that you went 0 to 100, and tried to hurt their feelings. Another rule of thumb is conflict resolution. If you guys are conversing, arguing, disagreeing on a topic that there is no solution, you cannot resolve the issue, it is time to agree to disagree. Okay? Because a lot of times couples will talk in circles, yell at each other till they're blue in the face. Yes, I understand where you're coming from. Yes, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm still upset. There is no point to continue the argument from that point in the conversation. You go to one side of the room, you go to the other side of the room, And also, I did want to mention that I understand sometimes you may feel like you need to physically leave the location, and if you truly feel that way, then chances are it's best to do that. But a lot of times, especially if you're married, it isn't the best decision to leave the house, because when you leave the home, apartment, wherever you guys are at, that kind of leaves room for very, very hurt feelings on either end, whether we're hurt or whether they're hurt, man. And it kind of makes them feel like one is giving up. And you never want to do that. You never want to give up. You always want to fight. Not physically, you know what I'm saying? But I just mean fight in the sense of Communicate effectively. Don't talk at each other, talk with each other. At the end of the day, it is your relationship. You two are a team together. It is within both of your best interests to get along so you can move further, progress, and reach and accomplish the goals you set for each other or set for the relationship in a whole. If you leave after every disagreement, or if you get on social media after every disagreement and tell everybody your business, how will you ever expect a relationship to work? How will you ever expect your feelings to be taken into consideration when your feelings are hurt, you go above and beyond, tell everybody your business, and nothing is left between the two of you? That is also important. That should have been another rule of thumb. So that's about 4 now. I'm sorry. That's about 4 rules of thumbs at this point. You need to keep your arguments between the two of you, because what a lot of people don't understand is, sure, you may be upset, sure, you may want to vent to cousin, brother, sister, whoever, but what you need to understand is you have a romantic connection to your significant other. You have the ability in your heart to forgive them because you just love this person so much, you adore them so much, you've seen and yourself with them in the future, whatever the case may be. So you will forgive them. Your heart can forgive. But those around you, they have no connection to this person. Their connection is with you. They will not forgive them in the same sense that you will. So I'm not saying that if something is going horribly wrong that you can't talk to anybody. Use common sense when it comes to these things. Do not go on social media posting statuses or subliminals. Do not let other people know when your home is unhappy, because when your home is unhappy and you let other people know that, that invites unwanted guests. That shoulder to cry on. We all know how that goes. So, in a nutshell, communicate effectively, know when to walk away. If you cannot solve the issue, it's time to stop talking about it and take some time apart and keep your business to yourself, because nobody will forgive your significant other like you do. So thank you everybody for tuning in and listening to what I have to say on this topic. Please let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, if you absolutely love this video, if you absolutely didn't love this video. Go ahead, like, comment, and share. Bye everyone.